Another restream of the Go Mode Podcast's Mentor Tournament 2022 for A Link to the Past randomizer. We have two runners that are at 3 and 2, brighteyed77 and mds2942. I am joined by my co-host, LucienGreeth, and joined by bread-kun and sorcererfinch on tracking and restreams. Oh, did I get things wrong? Oh my gosh.
Lucien on tracking.
Look, I just clocked off work, so we're a little bit discombobulated, but hello everyone. And welcome. Our runners will be getting started momentarily. We have Bright-Eyed being mentored by MrAaronSnerd, with MDS being mentored by VortexofDoom. MDS also goes by AryaStark as well. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. Something with like a old Twitch name and whatnot. Theme. All that kind of stuff.
So very good, and we're just awaiting the start. And they're off. Now this is standard with no assured sword, so let's see what we're gonna get. We start off with a bow.
Alright, so let's see what kind of weapon we get in Escape.
Yep, that is the thing about standard. Without it being casual boots, you don't get to run through this whole section, and you might have to do some funky escapes, given if you have bombs or the Cane of Samaria. So today we are going to get, oh, how boring,
No.
a sword.
Well, damn. Yeah, honestly, that's actually one of the things I was worried about going into my match was I wonder if there's gonna be just a board. Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Sure.
Okay, oh, this is gonna be a boring sword escape after practicing all week of different weird escapes. And nope, just sword. Go do your thing.
Yeah, and I know standard is kind of just like plain standard 7-7 is kind of fallen out of favor out of a lot of modes. Generally due to the misery of having to do escape and hoping to farm for bombs, and a lot of people don't like that. But it is still a skill that you want to learn in case you have to do some weird kills for the guards here in the escape sequence.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find it too bad. I'm just, you know, if I mean, with prize pack knowledge and all that, it's not too bad. Yeah, you either get one pack that works or you don't.
Right, or you just kind of strike out. And another thing is, we saw with Bright-Eyed not being at full health while MDS was at full health. A thing that I recently figured out was that if you do the typical like NMG strat with your fighter, what you would do with the fighter sword in the first key guard room, if you have a master sword, the sword beams will alert the guard and screw up your attack. So we caught a little bit of that there. As our runners are making their way to the required key guard, it's going to be a little bit easier. MDS opting for the pot and a couple slashes, and we're going to see Bright-Eyed just go straight to the sword slashes. Getting comfortable with the 10 bombs there, too.
Yeah. And you don't even have to worry about prize packs escape. You just do your thing.
That's it. Because the thing I would say is, you know, getting good at killing that guard without, you know, throwing two pots like I did when I was a beginning runner You know, trying to speed up that kill is huge.
Oh yeah. Honestly, if you have sword beams, I'd say it's perfectly viable. Just sit there and just spam the crap out of them with sword beams. You'll probably kill them by the time you get close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for low effort strats that don't require tons of grinding in the practice hack, and maybe that shows in my play a little bit, but... And, as Chad is asking, this is the final week of coaching for the Mentor Tournament. So, the way this tournament is set up, there are Swiss for 6 weeks, where runners are paired off against similarly ranked opponents as they make their way through the weeks, and then they'll break off into 4 16-person brackets, where they will be unmentored, and that will be the true test to see how much they've learned.
So I'm not sure how things are going to see because there's still a ton of matches that need to go on. But with the 3-2s, I'm thinking it's possible to, depending on how the whole algorithm, tiebreakers, all that fun stuff works in the background, for it to be, you know, this might be a fight between getting tempered versus mastered bracket.
Or it could be even gold, as we see Ice Rod inside of Dark Cross here, and to answer chat's question there, do they face the mentors at some point? No, but it's funny that you say this. I am the admin of the Casual Boots tournament, and we have quite a few of our mentees of this year's mentor tournament class going to be in that tournament, and that will be their first introduction to the general population officially in a tournament setting, or maybe if they did like some qualifiers for the main tournament. But post-coaching Casual Boots tournament, which is starting now, they might have been shuffled into some very scary groups.
Yeah, I mean, on the plus side, Casual Boots is a very easy transition.
Yeah,
from doing the stuff you do here, which is mostly just open standard.
That was kind of our intention one of our intentions when we came up with the tournament. Just kind of a nice, easy on-ramp into being into the general competitive scene and maybe showing off what you learned.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a Kate here in the Sanctuary, so we got quite a few goodies.
The seed is almost trying to scream Aga already.
Yeah. And we get our map check. We got 2 normal crystals and just a green pendant at Hera. I was going to say about ranks, 4 and 2 might get you into the gold sword bracket. I know that I lost out on a tiebreaker as a 4-2. There were 3 people that got into the gold bracket, which is the top bracket, and I lost the tiebreaker, so I was the first seed in the tempered sword bracket because of that. And it was based on essentially how the delta was for loss, and I had the smallest wins and the biggest losses.
Oh, that's a hammer. Okay, yeah, definitely have to do Aga.
Okay. Here we go. So we are... I mean, you could, as soon as you get the lamp, I mean, you might as well just make a beeline to do Aga ASAP, because
you have to do it anyway.
You need that hammer, and that hammer can open some checks or make some boss kills a lot easier.
I think that I mean, I guess there could technically be a layout where hammer is never required, like not required at all for a seed. I guess, is that possible? Like a weird pendant layout?
Don't think so. I think and I know in maybe some weird cross keys settings there could be a potential of not needing the hammer based on entrances.
Cross keys, yeah, definitely.
But in your standard settings, I would say no, you must have a hammer, because you won't be able to get into like several dungeons, or be able to beat several dungeons. Like, you can't beat Pod or Ice Palace without a hammer.
Yeah, and you need a hammer for TR entrance.
Yeah. I'm trying to think for
Swamp.
GT and GT if you need a hammer. Yeah, so.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it wouldn't be possible then.
And there's our lantern. So Aga is something probably that maybe MrAaronSnerd will tell Bright-Eyed to go take care of as soon as we're done with the standard opening at the race game.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to kill off Aga, I mean, may as well.
Yeah, I mean that's the next available time.
Who knows? You might just get boots on Pyramid Ledge or something, or you just.
Yeah, that is the cursed thing, as chat's pointing out, that we need boots to bonk that hammer.
Yeah, you just know. Oh hey, a bow in the well. We have full logical clear for Eastern.
And that is a crystal, so I mean, maybe you don't necessarily need to do Aga right away. I mean, you can hopefully get some more goodies and might be able to make it a little bit easier on yourself. You know, if you maybe if you're not too comfortable at 4 hearts and going into Aga Tower. Or if you like pick up like a fire rod or a hook shot or some other kind of goodies that get you around. Or those boots would be kind of huge too, so that way you can move through the tower a lot faster. Getting tons of cash though to start with a nice 300 inside of the chicken hut.
Almost at that Zora money threshold in case you opt to do it after South Shore.
Yeah, I mean, that is a play you can make, although without the pearl and no boots, all you could do would be Zora itself.
Yeah, I mean, Pearl will probably show up, just how many checks are on the South Shore.
Yeah,
usually you'll probably pull it along the way, but
yeah, I mean, it's just when you're doing the calculus, when you know something's out of logic, you know, that's when you kind of have to think about, does doing this out of logic check help me, or am I delaying by doing these sets of checks because they won't help me in the short term?
And a blind check on race game, Bright-Eyed side. Let's see.
Let's take a look. I mean, I like the play. I mean, we're hungry for quite a few items, and you could just save and quit out of here if you don't like it. A heart?
Full heart. I mean, yeah. It's not bad.
I mean, I probably would have left it behind had I scouted it, but if I'm doing the race game blind, I won't say no to a full heart, especially when I only have 4 to start.
It's the extra little bit of backup. Makes it a lot nicer. So this is straight to Eastern on Bright-Eyed side. I mean, it makes sense. You got to clear it. You can do it. It's in logic.
You can check Saha's hut on the way out and get a few things going there, and then you can, if you're not forced over it, then you can just go to South Shore. It's not a big deal. You can do this now.
Yep.
And we are going to see MDS and Vortex go to the South Shore, so we're a little divergence, but they're going to cover each other's tracks almost certainly, so let's see what we get.
I wonder if this is almost like, you know, delaying the Eastern area a little bit, hoping that, oh hey, we might just pull a mirror out, and then we can just combo it with Pod. Why not?
Yeah,
if not, well, we just go over there.
Yeah, there is that calculus, as now Bright-Eyed is checking the map, realizing, yes, this is a crystal, I might as well clear it and collect crystal number 1. So far, not a whole heck of a lot at the dam for MDS. Now they're going to go to the jackpot here, Mini Moldorm Cave. Potential for lots of toys here.
Yep, and you got beams to make it as... Oh, never mind, you don't have beams.
there is a Twitch clip of me inside the chicken hut where I did something very similar, but I was on 1 heart and I walked into an explosion and died. It was
that is
pretty special.
Silvers.
There's silvers.
And a movie pearl.
There's that pearl. All right,
and
the
boot.
Okay, that's your Aga starter kit. Although maybe they might end up going to Ice Rod Cave just to complete the area.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you may as well while you're here. You have boots. Like it gets faster with flute, but I mean, honestly, you may as well kill it now. Just don't get stabboed by the crabbo, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, now because he is below 2 hearts, so they will kill him in 1 shot.
It just be a little careful around them because they are not nice.
Movement can be kind of erratic too.
Yeah, we're all good.
And the final prize is just 10 arrows. Meanwhile, Bright-Eyed not really getting anything so far out of East.
Yep. MDS is opting to take a water walk.
Yeah, now that you have the pearl, you might as well at least steal the waterfall. If not, well, you can also check Lake Hylia the easy way. Some folks also check under the bridge. Okay, he's not gonna check Lake Hylia. This is fine.
Yeah, you can. If you're planning to go eastern after it, you can just jump down the water real fast and check if you really want to.
Hoping for money, but didn't get it, and
yeah, may as well check with the ledges, I guess, while you're here.
Yep.
Or not. Yeah, or we're just taking the water walk back over to Hobo, I guess.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, you're either surrendering your water walk immediately, and because of some frame slowdown, we didn't get to see what was on Lake Hylia.
Yeah, I mean, Hobo is a pain to get to most of the time, so honestly, nice to be able to use the water walk for that.
It's actually a little smart. I think I'll probably actually start including that into my plays. See, oh, it did not quite get the quick kill off, but we're gonna see Bright-Eyed take out and get his first crystals.
Yep.
While MDS is gonna book it to Aga and collect the hammer that we need.
Collect the hammer, probably, and if pod is a crystal, can go straight to pod afterwards, or if not, you can maybe dabble Hype Cave, or there's a lot of places you can go. Once you
the hammer was nice. Yeah, I mean, lots of choices. You can, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would just, if pod is not a pendant, I would immediately beat pod.
Yep.
These silver arrows are just...
Oh yeah, silvers makes the climate joke.
Yeah. Being Bright-Eyed, where are they headed? I mean, they're going to CAC, but...
Oh, they pulled flute. I didn't even see that.
Oh! That must have been in, okay,
in
that
Eastern.
must have been in Eastern.
Maybe it dropped off Armos Knights, I just didn't see it.
But still, that's a nice pickup. They can just fly immediately to 7 and go collect their boots and pearl, and then they'll be on their way right behind MDS. And they'll be up a crystal too. Oops.
How
he dodged. They slightly dodged.
That just seemed like he's like the duck was right on top of him. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, no, flute was definitely an EP. It was remembering where it was an EP.
Right. Meanwhile, MDS is most of the way through the tower already, fighting some red guards, getting a few pokes, and they're going to be giving some hugs in a second, but he got through.
Yep. You can refill a little bit in this room anyway.
Alright, and we're through the worst of it there.
Yep, just play the Agaphyte a little carefully. Don't eat too many blue balls, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, given that they got plenty of gear, you know, they can, if they really need to, they have a cape for invincibility. Whoops, they do a bonk and are getting bullied by the blue guard.
And now for the eternal question of how many blue balls are you going to get this seed?
I'd probably say put the over or under at 3.
I mean, this seed's been nice so far. Could just be a nice amount of blue balls, or maybe this is just where it decides to be main just in one area.
First shot, of course, will always be one that you can shoot back in any group. So 2, and then still no blue balls. 3 already, okay. There we go. Looks like they're gonna do a little bit of scouting for. They wanted to scout. I'm seeing on Bright-Eyed side that they wanted to scout the desert ledge and do Agina. I mean, they must know that the hammer was there. It's just more of like, what else can we get? You know, because a glove would be super nice